My guy Cam Newton, NFL star, says he asked his girlfriend a list of her partners.
I wanted to know her list.
Of who she fucked?
I want to
Names,
know.
addresses?
I needed to know. I have
Oh
to.
my God.
And I'm going to tell you why, though. I want to know. Because before I sit up here and really keep moving and elevating our relationship, I want to know who got one up on me. And if I'm willing to take on that burden, because why I want to know? If you had any type of relationship, intimacy, experiences with people that I really know, I need to know that. I'm owed that. Because if you don't give me that, you got me, hey y'all, this my girl, and you got somebody over there in that corner like, that nigga don't know. What's up, my boy? You good? She bad, ain't she? Yeah, that's mine. Baby, you want some juice? You want some punch?
But you're a special man, because a lot of niggas, they're too insecure to actually really hear that shit.
That has
you're
nothing
a special man.
That has nothing to do with insecurity. But this is where I want women to understand. If she had been with somebody.
I don't know, Cam. Before you go any further, before you take another step, I don't know. That's the problem with dating these around the way girls. All right. You better go somewhere and find her somewhere outside of, go to Nebraska or somewhere. All right. Don't be trying to find a woman inside the city. Somebody slept with her and she probably lied to you to stroke your ego. So it's just a bad question because they will never be honest, ever. It's just the bottom line.
I believe if you feel so moved that you got to ask, you obviously you got concerns in your heart, I say just abort the mission. And I also acknowledge I ain't built for today's dating. I seen what I seen in college. I know what it is. Yeah, baby. Hell no. Just dating this is why it's dumb. I understand this is why people can't be vulnerable and build interdependence, because you don't want to hear these answers. Yeah, Cam, no, you don't sit there and say, I want to know who you've been hunching. That sounds so immature. I would imagine that's going to give a woman the ick. Like, that's nasty as heck. What you got, sisters? They ain't going to give y'all the ick. I don't care how rich or good you look.
I doubt if she told him the truth. Like, whatever she said, I mean, she probably lied. I
had been with somebody that was close to me, I would have had to respectfully, I'm not there yet. I can't.
Not that grown yet.
I can't carry that weight yet.
Right.
You cool, you're beautiful, but baby, that's my teammate.
Right.
Baby, we see each other too much. We in the same rooms. And even though he a good dude, my ego is gonna be, yeah.
And that's where the simping come in. Why would you trust that woman at this point in your life, Cam? At damn near 40. We ain't talking about college, Cam, where you may have found something, somebody that loved you or whatever. These women now are strictly here for the money, the resources, the lifestyle. So why would she tell you the truth and fumble all of that? She's not. It's unfortunate.
And the fact that you asked, brother, like he talking about one up on him. I'm sorry, but I'm getting some degree of insecurity, respectfully, man. Cause I ain't worried about what another ninja done been doing. Like that's weird. He like, what another ninja been doing to you? That's what I heard. And that's disgusting. It's nasty. Like, no, I don't care. Like, vet properly. Like, just at least make sure she ain't Winnie drunk and Winnie traumatized at the very least, and then present your best self. You Cam Newton, Superman, one of the greatest collegiate athletes to ever roam this earth. You shouldn't be worried about the experience she had with another man. You like, I'm gonna top that. Ain't no way. That's my thoughts. Yeah, I can't ride his crazy train at all.
Yeah, and I am getting insecure vibes, like you guys said. But there's other ways that he can ask those questions, like asking how many long-term relationships has she been in, or what's her longest relationship? Because then you kind of know, you can kind of spread that out for a time span and kind of know. But you just forcing the issue it's kind of giving insecure, like you're worried about other dudes when you're that guy and you should be acting as that guy, you know? So you're not acting like Cam Newton should be acting. So it is giving insecure. And then you're just getting these. I mean, I think she's an actress and stuff like that, but she's not. She's kind of been out there a little bit. And then this is the woman that you have 2 kids with. So just vet better, like you said, Mr. Walker. Just vet better.
And that's the man's superpower, if given the right way. See, that's the thing. People always say, oh, he's narcissist because he got an ego. No. Baby, a man's ego can make a relationship
Yes.
or break a relationship.
You are absolutely correct.
So that thing that makes me great, that protection, that bravado, when I walk around with my chest high and I know my woman is next to me and I know that she's giving me the respect to say, hey, baby, I'm coming to you pure. I've been with this person, that person, this person. That's cool. There can be some people that it's just too heavy to bear.
Right.
And I think women need to understand that. Well, y'all out here just hanging out. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You done hit my friend. Why you can't take me?
I get that. My issue is that a lot of men say that they can handle it, or like they're okay. I've never had to give anybody my fucking list ever in my life. That is crazy, but
that's cool.
Maybe it'll happen someday.
But that happened.
I won't feel bad sharing it though.
Yeah, now she's shooting her shot. She said, you know what, Cam, I never did it, but I likes you. So I'm thinking about giving you my list. You want my list, Cam? These women thirsty as hell. Here we are.
That's what this sounds cuck-ish. I don't want to hear no list of no dudes you've been hunching on. Oh, I'm thinking about us. Like, no, this whole conversation is wicked. Ain't no way.
What you got, Raquel? This is wild.
I mean, Mr. Walker is saying everything I feel inside. I've been feeling this way about Cam for a long time. Like, he is a 666, but something in him is broken. Something in him is just broken. Like, the software is corrupted. Like, it's just, it comes out a little bit in different ways with each interview that he does. If I was him, I would just stick to the reporting of the sports, because this is showing us more dysfunction and toxicity. I'm sorry, but it's cringe. He does definitely give the ick. Narcissistic, selfish. I don't have it for Cam. I don't like him very much. I didn't like LeBron the same way, but it's that have a different since watching him on the podcast with Savannah, it's actually like softened my feelings towards him a little bit. Like, it's made him more human versus Cam's interviews and Cam's podcast. Like it like further erodes at his image and the masks that he puts on for us. You know what I mean? I don't know. He gives me the ick.
Yeah, and to me, I think the most important chart is the my chart. Okay, that's the only list I need to be worried about. And then, once that's clear, and when I slide in, if those walls are still intact, then it's a green light. But other than that, you're never going to get the right answer. So that should be the only list.
You don't want the answer. You don't. You don't. Man, don't ever ask that ever. Like, just have the conversations. And feel her energy. Sit there, have a real conversation. Just let her talk. Ask open-ended questions, and it will come out. But don't you ever in your life ask that.
So this is Cam. As y'all know, the sisterhood got to come out.
My whole hot take on the Cam Newton and Jasmine situation. You ever notice that there's men like Cam who are so fixated on a woman's body count? Mind you, this is a man that has 9 children. I think 3 baby mamas. The conversation is never really about the woman. It's about the men being obsessed with men. Because what they're really actually saying is they can't handle the idea that another person existed before them. Which is definitely not masculinity. It's more so ego, insecurity, and low emotional intelligence. Wrapped up in a goddamn fitted hat. And now men like him want to make the women responsible for soothing their wounds. They got to definitely heal that competition complex. Because at the end of the day, they're not protecting a woman's purity. They're just protecting their own egos. Her body count is not your competition. Heal that ego, King.
And here's the deal. Stop. That woman did not have to answer a damn thing. But that's the same woman that went up on that stage and said, y'all don't know what the hell y'all would do until a 6'6" millionaire putting that pressure on you. So she told you women on the internet to shut the hell up because y'all ain't never had a man like Cam. Y'all don't know what you'd be telling him your mama's body count if he asked, Bonquisha.
All that. Thank you, Mr. X. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Look at your dusty self. When is Bonquisha gonna bring up a good representative up here? Because none of these are the messenger. Bring us up somebody that we can listen to.
Yeah, what's wrong with just saying the number? If you have a problem with it, why did you let it get up so high?
Amen, amen, amen. Because they let it get up so high.
I think that's a normal discussion eventually. You know what I mean? Like it comes about naturally. Like, especially I guess for women, because our if we're too promiscuous, that can affect our reproductive organs. So you might have never had a conversation with your wife about her number, but then you guys can't get pregnant for 3, 4, 5 years, and you're wondering, why can't I get my wife pregnant? Well, it was because your wife didn't keep up with her cauda damage. She didn't keep up the maintenance on her cauda, and things like old infections create fibroids and all these other weird things that like muck up the cauda and prevent what needs to happen, what needs to go up the chain to the ovaries can't get there. So the number discussion comes out probably because the husband is like, well, we have to do all of these surgeries. Like, you didn't know that you had all this scar tissue. How do you get scar tissue there? So
There you go.
gross.
Yeah, there you go. Like I said, via vetting, like it should come out naturally. Like, yeah, back before me and my wife finally got together, yeah, we got through every question I had. But like you
Yeah.
said, it wasn't like, what's your body count? Who you been hunting? Be like, that's weird. Like, say you be talking, and I believe this is old school now. We officially old school. That they will offer it up. They'll be like, hey, just so you know, I ain't been out. They'll say it. I ain't been out here wild, but keep myself to myself. And and another thing, brothers, is you could tell a woman been keeping herself to herself if she ain't shaved. Yeah, because she ain't gonna present that hairy cat to nobody. So if she got that bush, that's kind of it could be. It ain't guaranteed.
That's a good one, because if you ain't seen her and then you see her and it's just skin and bones, it's been used. It's been used. I mean, come on, ladies,
Okay.
be true. Because you're not. You might let it go crazy just so you won't do that. Like
Right.
there are ways that you got to do it. You don't wear the same matchy. Like
Right.
That is true.
Yeah,
like he can't see these grandma panties.
r-
Like
yeah, you have to trick yourself in like the old saying goes is a shaved cauda is a busy cauda or whatever. So
as
yeah,
hell,
yeah. So
Right.
I'm convinced that humiliation must be Jasmine Brown's kink. Cause no way did I just see an interview. This man Cam Newton decides every business week he wants to get on this great internet of ours and embarrass that girl. No way did he admit to having her write down a list of every man that she has been with, for the simple validation of him not wanting to have any man have a one up on him. Because at this point, are you doing it for the girls or are you doing it for the gays? Because, sir, what does that matter? If she's with you and only you, her past shouldn't matter.
This is spoken like a true 304. What kind of respectable woman would say something like that? It don't matter. Only person gonna say that is if you got a lot of bodies and you want your kudakata expunged, but it don't work like that. You can't, oh, I used to be for the streets, but now I only like you, so it don't matter who I've been with.
Yeah, he want to know how many miles on that thing. He wanna he wanna know exactly what's going on with the tread. That's, I mean, think about it. Who don't? I mean, he might. I know he wants to know, right? But he's probably really sitting there thinking, like, I wonder, like it's getting to him. But he'll never know because she ain't never going to tell. But like I always say, I mean, a woman ain't supposed to be ran in and out like a freeway. So, hopefully she's not going to tell him the truth.
It's unfortunate. But why they gotta lie? There you go. Like Miss Raquel said, if you worried about the number, then you've been living wrong. So there you go. They're straight up. Like, I do believe women should be proud. If you should be proud of that number, it's a wild hell's conversation. Should be proud. If you ain't, then you probably been loose.
Well, here's the thing. We in this new age with the sexual liberation. So they are encouraged to be loose, and it's a badge of honor. The problem is you need not ask because it's her body, her choice. So none of your business.
Stay lonely or just stay street meat. Ain't nobody gonna take y'all seriously now.
Yeah, and I could just tell by that piercing pagoda chain that the miles might be a little more increased than others. I'm just saying, I don't know. That's just screaming piercing
we gotta
pagoda.
get a sponsorship from Piercing Pagoda. That's gotta be our first thing on the tour because these hoes keep themselves some Piercing Pagoda.
Right.
I'm gonna
Come
look
on,
into it.
man. It's wild, but that's what it's giving. I don't know.
Why are you worried about a man who had relations with your current girlfriend 10 years ago, 20 years ago, a year ago? Why are you worried about that? It makes no sense. Like, is the male validation that Cam Newton needs is sick. And then it's just so telling because he's not an anomaly. That happens more than we care to admit, more than we know. The male validation epidemic is sick. And then to Jasmine. Never do I want to be so desperate to have a man, any kind of man, that I would put up with such embarrassment. Like, I can only imagine.
I can only imagine who the hell your baby daddy is. You ain't never, like I just said, had a 6'6" millionaire approach you. You looking like a big back with the rolls on your neck. Come on, sister, why you doing this? We talk about Cam Newton. Put some respect on his name. Even if you don't like him, all right, he got kids, all that stuff, whatever. But when you talk about the marketplace, you ain't even on the same scale. You ain't on the same menu. You on the kids' menu.
I
Yeah,
would
talking about she
never.
would never.
I would never deal with that embarrassment, and I would never. This totally different, Nug Nug. You find out Nug Nug got another kid by the woman across the street, while y'all struggling just to get back and forth to work that third shift at McDonald's. It's totally different.
And we all know why she's talking about she'll never. I mean, come on now. She don't even care about her health. So I'm pretty sure the people that do call her, they call her real late. So if she only gonna get certain guys that want that, a lot of guys don't deal with that. That's a lot of weight to be trying to pick up.
Not the last call for the lotion.
Right. And she doesn't look like Jasmine. Jasmine's a beautiful woman, Cam's baby's mom, and the body type, Jasmine's body is T, even after the kids and all that, and so she doesn't have a right to talk. It's like all these bonquishas that have something to say when you'll never be in that position. So you'll never know what you will do because you'll never be in it.
It's always
one ask her.
Look like Nick in the back.
I'll say, ask this woman, show us the last 3 men you slept with. And then after that, tell her go stand in the corner for 2 hours.
Exactly, because you know what they look like. Dumb, and dumberer.
How the household is. I don't know. I'm not in these folks' household. I'm just thinking. I can only imagine the eggshells you have to walk on, or how much you have to diminish yourself to make sure this man feels, to make sure he feels secure and like he's the man. Because I'm pretty sure he's used to being the center of attention, the star athlete, the person, you know, that everybody wants to be around, everybody admires. And I can only imagine how much of a smaller person you have to be in comparison to who he is, just to stroke his ego and boost him up.
Are we serious?
It's wild. Shout out to the Godfather's internet, where anybody can come on TikTok and some of these apps and just pure misandry. That's all.
Why would any woman deal with a man? This is my take on this. Why would you deal with a man and give him your body if you don't want to stroke his ego? Like, do you understand the power of a woman? Like, goodness gracious, like you talk life into your man, make him think he is Superman. That's a fact. You can either talk life or you could talk death into him. That is your power as a woman. You can build that man up. You got to feed his ego. Yes, you do. Just how you got to feed whatever's with y'all. Got to keep telling y'all that we love y'all. We love you because y'all forget every damn other day. We love you. We love you. Got to feed y'all too. Don't you go one day without telling nobody.
I just asked that when I went off camera. My son just came back from homecoming. My husband looking a little frustrated. I was like running back. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" He was like, "Nothing, nothing." I'm like, "You love me?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
Every day. You see what I'm saying? So y'all women, they can't acknowledge that, Mrs. Raquel, because they ain't got no man to say that to them. But y'all need fed too. If y'all got a man y'all desire, and that ninja don't say he love you every day, y'all say, hey, you
I don't get, when did we not want to be lover girls? Like, when did we want to be G.I. Jane? Like, I never wanted to be treated like one of the guys. Like, please don't do that. Like, I want to know. I need to be reminded. Yes. So I'm sorry. I literally just did that. Like,
It's always the ones that sit around on TikTok with them little funky little CNA shirts on, and they wear them all through the day. Like, when do y'all take that outfit off? Like, y'all wear, I mean, I ain't never seen them not in it. If you ever, like, they don't never take it off, and then they get on TikTok, and this is what they do. She gonna sit on here with her little sweaty black neck and talk about what she had never do. You wouldn't even be in those circles.
These men wouldn't need a list of previous partners if they were actually good in bed. The reason why they want to know your body count, want to know who you were sleeping with, wanting to make sure that it isn't someone they know, is because they want to make sure that you can't compare notes. They need you insecure, young, dumb, or desperate for you to continue to deal with them. Because if they actually took the time to learn your body, because no one's good on their first experience with someone simply because you don't know each other. So they actually took the time to listen to you, critically think, confirm, ask questions. They wouldn't be worried about their best friend smashing you either, because they know they were the best you ever had.
Bonquisha, ain't nobody listening to you. We got one question.
Could you unbig your back? No, you can't do shit like that. Could you unbig your back? No, you can't do shit like that. Could you unbig your back?
That's it. Why? You should be at the gym. You should be somewhere burning calories. Last time I checked, running your lips burn minimum calories. Not eat nothing. It don't even measure. Go get on a damn elliptical, a treadmill, get some dumbbells, a trainer, some greens, all that.
And if you notice, they always keep that camera so close. They do not want you to see the frame of their body. That camera be all forehead and chest. Every time they get on TikTok, you ever, like, this camera is right in your face.
Girl, I had experience with the hyena up here on this panel. It was like every weekend she was coming for me. Her camera kept getting closer and closer. And so it was like the last time she fucked with me, I was like, can we get a Kendra cam? Because I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I was sick of her. And let me tell you something. It was the best. Like, I felt bad because shout out to Jay Walker. I felt like I disappointed my family, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's exactly what they do. They get close up to it so you can't see they full lineback shoulder.
Yeah. She mad. She probably was mad at you because she can see your collarbone. That's all.
Girl, she was trying to get me to crash out. She was trying to get me to crash out. She was telling me to bend over. I thought about it too, but I was like, nah. We want to see your back first.
Big sisters like this, y'all not allowed to talk about hunching their relationships because y'all too big, y'all in your own way. She can't even experience sexual gratification because women too far there, y'all be in your head too much. So she's sitting there laying the whole time. She wondering if her rose is in the way. You know what I mean? If this flap got funk under it, it never could be enjoyable because of her insecurity. So she need to shut up.
And they always got on the wrong bras. Like, I mean, I don't know what this is with the spaghetti straps and the big girls. Like, they don't have no strapless bras.
No, because they can't hold them up, and it's giving a tinge of la dirt on that bra strap too. Like it's like
but
a
they
off.
sink in. They sink into the meat, and then you can't really even see them.
Right? Yeah, I don't know, but I was just going to say that she was talking about take the time to learn your body. Bonquisha, no man has the type of time to learn your body. Like, what is she even talking about? So you're not the messenger for this. So
yeah, that's the kind of woman that keeps a yeast infection between her chests. Guaranteed.
Cottage cheesy for sure. For sure. Yes. Irregular pap smear.
Confirm, ask questions, they wouldn't be worried about their best friend smashing you either because they know they were the best you ever had simply because they listened to you. But they are so insecure about their ability to do something that all men should be able to do that they want you to list out all the people you've been with so they can make sure that they're not the worst.
I'll say this. As far as you, I guarantee no man on earth ever asks your body count. Only thing they ask you to do is open your mouth up as they unzip their pants. That's it. All right. So we're going to stop that, Bonquisha.
She got some fat fingers. Good Lord, she got some big old hands. Why do her hands look like the hawk? Her hands are huge.
Yeah, and she has, besides the obvious, she does have a pretty face, but
She does.
Yeah, it is giving a what that mouth do vibes though, Gav. So you're right on that.
I hope she takes her lipstick off because it's going to be like all around here and you're going to really be able to see it because she's a light bright. She's a light bright. She got to get that.
She's definitely going to have to mess her face up for sure just to keep Nug around.
Yeah, this one here, this might be one for Leon. Hell.
This right here will get me some tea tonight. But I don't want it. Not for this. Not with this. That. I don't want no pussy with this. This right here is paper. You want to? That's my rent. Hold on.
Yeah, Ninja. Yeah, I was about to say tear it into little pieces. Yeah, set it on fire.
This right here.
Do it.
This right here.
Do it.
This right here